Silver price has climbed above $50 an ounce, and the whole system is now imploding. One of the big refiners is no longer purchasing certain silver products. This is getting wild. We could be on the brink of the largest silver squeeze in modern history. Buckle up, it's gonna get crazy. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Silver is making history right now, and there is some extreme volatility going on. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to, of course, talk about the refiners not buying silver. What does that mean? Why are they not buying silver? But take a look at silver spot price sitting at $50.13 an ounce. We're over $50, baby, but who knows for how long because of this crazy volatility that we're seeing. Let's actually go to the 2-day chart. I want to show you what happened yesterday. If you missed it, I went live and it was just absolutely nuts to see what was going on. So silver was at $49 an ounce. It went all the way up to $51.15, and then it proceeded to crash down to $48 an ounce, and it has since recovered. In fact, last night it went up to 51 once again. Now it's back down to about 50. We're sitting at, as I mentioned, $50.18, I guess. And who knows what it will be by the time I post this video. We could be sitting at 49. We could be back up to 51. I have no idea, but it would be great if silver could close the week above 50. That would be really, really big. Let's take a quick look at gold price. It is just a hair above $4,000 an ounce, sitting at $4,003. It is also being extremely volatile. We saw a lot of craziness yesterday with gold and some big swings as well. I think it was down like over $80 an ounce at one point, but it has now recovered. We will see if gold can end the week above 4,000, but we need to talk about silver futures. Silver futures are considerably lower than silver spot price right now. This is called backwardation, and it is something that happens when there is extreme stress on the market. Bob Coleman put out this silver update today. He says illiquidity, volatility, strain, spreads blowing out, backwardation at a negative $1.70. So spot versus December futures. There is a rush to close December futures and sell October futures. This is putting pressure on the backwardation. This is the delivery process. If you want to get silver off the COMEX, the system is choking at the moment. Option volatility rising and putting further pressure on gamma positioning. SLV has created 10 million shares in the last 5 days and still literally no shares available to borrow. It looks like we have broken the system, and who knows how long this is going to take to put back together, if they can even do it. Robert Gottlieb, who is an ex-executive of the JP Morgan Bullion Bank, wrote this yesterday. OTC silver going into ETFs and India demand. Basically, no free-floating silver left. My goodness. So a lot of the silver is going into ETFs, and it's going to India as well. Why are we not buying silver here in the USA? I thought silver was supposed to be a critical mineral now. I know that silver was added to the 2025 draft list of critical minerals, so the US should be stockpiling it at some point, but with the government shutdown, as they mentioned here at the top of this Federal Register, I suppose this is all going to get pushed back. The finalization was supposed to be sometime in November. Who knows if that's going to happen now? Let's get to the silver. Dealers and refiners refusing to buy silver. So we got this post here on X. To clarify, many refiners are overloaded. Metalor suspended taking all silver for the rest of the year. Asahi is a no-go. Silver scrap still being bought at 80% for now. They all stopped using ticket price and now using futures price instead, which we know is much lower. So this is pretty wild. I've never seen anything like this before, and I can't comment personally on Metalor or Asahi, but I do know that Elemental put out that email yesterday. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, when I read this last night, I was shocked. I actually audibly gasped, and my wife could attest to this, but this is just absolute craziness. So they write, "Dear customer, as you may be aware, the silver market has recently experienced record high pricing and volumes, leading to industry-wide backlogs in processing. In response to these conditions, Elemental will temporarily pause purchases of sterling, scrap, and junk, i.e. 90% and 40% silver, effective immediately. In response to these extraordinary market circumstances, our commitment is to continue supporting your business through all means possible, including by continuing to both buy and sell nearly all 999 plus silver bullion products through our mint and trading department." And they actually do have a list of what things they're not buying anymore. So check this out. All silver scrap SKUs, sterling silver, knives, silver plate, and silver oxide batteries. All junk and constitutional silver, 90%, 40%, wartime nickels, silver dollars. 1 ounce, 5 ounce, and odd weight 999 bars. Miscellaneous odd weight silver rounds and bars. This I thought was pretty wild. Even 999 silver bars, if they're 1 ounce, 5 ounce, or some weird weight, call it 2.5 or 100 grams, they're not buying them. So they are still buying these items here, almost all 999 plus silver SKUs, including 1,000 ounce COMEX bars, 100 ounce LBMA bars, kilo bars, 10 ounce bars, all sovereign coins, Eagles, Phillies, Britannias, Maples, Krugs, Pandas, Roos, and Libertads. And then they are buying all other precious metals, so all gold, all platinum, and all palladium. So it's just the silver that they're not buying, and this is going to be a problem if your local coin shop has been selling all of their scrap silver to Elemental specifically. They might not have a place to offload this, and they might stop buying it altogether. I want to get back to this conversation between Robert Gottlieb and Dana Samuelson, the president of American Gold Exchange. He says, "Robert, why are lease rates sky high while refineries are backed up 4 weeks due to over submissions? It seems there's a lot of physical, or is it just not enough 1,000 ounce bars to meet demand or ETFs?" And then Robert replies here, "OTC silver going into ETFs and India demand. Basically, no free floating silver left." So we know that the refineries are backed up. We know that a lot of silver needs to go to the COMEX. It needs to go to India because they want the silver right now. But I guess refineries just don't have enough time to process the massive backload that they have of scrap and sterling silver. So they only want the 999 fine silver. But it's interesting to me that they won't take the 999 1 ounce or 5 ounce silver bars. Something seems a little bit off about that. Indigo Precious Metals posted this today. They say the era of cheap silver is over. The largest silver squeeze in modern history is unfolding. Overnight silver lease rates exploded past 200%. A complete breakdown of the global silver leasing system. This isn't a paper market anomaly, it's a true physical shortage. Bullion banks are refusing to roll leases. Manufacturers now have to buy silver outright. The buying panic has just begun. And lastly, they say our CEO, David Mitchell, expects prices to target $60 to $65 an ounce, with potential for even higher levels as the structural shortage deepens. Josh Philip Fair, the CEO of the Scottsdale Mint, had a few interesting things to say. The first is retail has awoken. Retail consumers are now competing for metal. It's been a government, bank, institutional lead move all of 2025. Premiums for the real metal are going to be swelling. So be on the lookout for silver and gold premiums going up as a lot of the stuff out there gets eaten up by people who want to buy the metals. He also posted this today. Silver is now so tight in London that some are loading up planes with silver as we speak. Traditionally, it's only shipped ocean. So I guess silver is now being flown in planes and not being transported via the ocean or boats because they need to move it even faster. So I know that was a lot of information, but what is the overall picture? What is going on right now? Well, the bottom line is that countries, people, businesses all want silver right now. It is on a massive bull run. It's not slowing down, and the cracks are certainly beginning to show in the COMEX and in other exchanges. I think we're breaking the system. The price is going up so fast that I don't know what can stop it right now. I think it's going to continue to go up. In fact, I did a poll yesterday during my live stream, and I asked all of you, who thinks silver's going above $60 an ounce this year? And 80% of you said, yes, silver is going to go above $60 an ounce this year. We now have other people, industry professionals, predicting it will go above 60. I think that is certainly possible, but I don't know what the future holds. I would just say right now, if you have silver, be happy that you own it because we are at an all-time high. This is definitely history in the making. It certainly is exciting, but let me know what you think about everything going on down below in the comment section. What do you think about some of the refiners refusing to buy certain types of silver? I think that's crazy. That's something I've never seen before. It certainly could affect a lot of people trying to offload scrap silver right now. And I'll see you all in my next video. Silver Dragons out.